Hello everyone, Taco here. Have you seen all there is to see in Monster Hunter? Wish you could fight a tiny Zamtrios? Yeah, me too. That's why today I'm going to show you how to do just that with a little program called MH4U Quest Editor. A huge thanks to Dasting and everyone involved with making this software because it's really remarkable what it's capable of. Just a quick side note before we get started, I know custom quests can be abused, but I think they're really wonderful and they have a lot of potential because they let the players explain the game, and they let them play how they want to play. If you do decide to take a mission online and it's not exactly legitimate, then please don't abuse the power behind this program and ruin the grind for others. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do in order to get Dasting's Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Quest Editor, head over to the Monster Hunter Customs subreddit. Here is the link right there, but there will be a link in the description as well. You can click on the FAQ over here, and that will bring you to this nice page with all the downloads. Click on download, and then just download your respective software. There's Linux, there's Mac, and there's Windows. So I have a 64-bit system, so I went ahead and I downloaded that, and here is what you'll get. So this is what you'll see when you actually open up the quest editor. If you want to make a new quest, just go to new quest. Otherwise, you can download MIB files, which are how the quests are stored and saved, and then you can edit them as well. But we're just going to make a new quest. So this is one of the most straightforward programs that I've ever used in my life. It's really easy to make your own quests, and there's a lot of different options. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in some options, and then I'll take you back through and explain what each one does. So I filled out my quest information and everything. I made a quest called the Marshmallow Effect. I bet you, if you've watched my streams, you know exactly what monster we're going to fight. But it's going to be fun, I promise. So we'll get to the naming and all that stuff later. So under the General tab, in the Header tab, there's a quest ID. You want to pick one. Oh, I prefer to pick one that's labeled as unrestricted, because that doesn't overwrite one of the previous DLC slots. So that's why I always pick the unrestricted ones. Quest type, that's pretty self-explanatory. I have Slay All. You can change it to Capture, Hunt, Gather, you know, the usual stuff. The map, I have the Polar Field because it seems most appropriate for what we're going to be fighting, but you can pick between all the maps. I'm going to have the player spawn at the base camp. Quest time, 50 minutes. You can change that to whatever you want. Quest rank is simply, I guess, like the difficulty of the quest, but it doesn't really have any effect on anything. It just is kind of one of the things that shows up in the quest select screen. So I just went ahead and I put that at 14 stars just because it sounds fun. Gather rank is G rank, Carve rank is G rank. You can change those to low rank, high rank, or arena. Monster AI rank, this is how difficult the monster is to fight. And how it reacts to the hunters and everything. So I have it at G rank, but you can put that at GQ 140 or anything else if you want. Quest fee, I have that at 1500. And the rewards, this is how much Zenny you get for completing the quest. This is how much is subtracted for whenever somebody dies on your team. So, and whenever the reward goes to 0, you are of course kicked out in Monster Hunter fashion. So you could change the amount of cards with this. I don't really have a subquest set up right now, but this is the hunter rank points. This is how much experience you get at the end of the quest. So keep this at a respectable number. I have this at 1500, which is a little bit more than what it was before, but it's not outrageous by any means. So that was the header tab. That's what you'll see in the quest book, I guess, or the whenever you talk to the DLC quest person. So requirements and objectives. This is basically what you need to do in order to take the quest and what you need to do in order to finish the quest. So I'm not going to have any requirements, but there are some cool ones. Like you could do by HR as usual, or you could do only greatswords, only lances, and only each type of weapon. That's really cool. I really like that. Only rare one weapons, which is really neat. No armor, no charms, no items. Only 1 player, 2 player, 3 player. You know, there's a lot of neat things in here. But I have that just set at none. So the first main objective, this is what we'll be doing. So we're gonna hunt 3 Zamtrioses. You can select different objectives. I'm not really sure how that would work if you hit like suppress a Zamtrios. I'm not, or I guess topple would make sense, but I just have this at hunt. And we're gonna hunt 3 of them. and you can have other objectives. Here's the subquests. I don't have one set up right now. And you could also click these extra boxes down here for different flags, I guess, but I'm just gonna leave them all blank because they don't really apply to this quest. And the preview is what you'll see whenever you, what you'll see in the icons when you highlight the quest. So as you can see, I got some Zeomites in here and I got the Zamtrios. So that's pretty cool. Under the monsters tab, so basically you could have it set up in waves, and each wave is 2 monsters. So if you kill both of these monsters, you'll fight them at the same time. If you kill both of those monsters, then the next wave will spawn after a bit. Now, I put 3 Zamtrioses in here, and if you look at these stats, Zamtrios, attack 50, health 30, size 25%. So here's the same exact thing, I just copied them. So these 2 Zamtrioses are super tiny, and I think that's hilarious. So, and you can also pick where they spawn on the map. So if you want them to spawn up here, you just click that, and you can change if they're Frenzy or Apex or anything like that. You can change how strong they are and how much health they have, and the size, the stamina, the special. If you're looking for stat values, then on the subreddit page, there is a handy dandy, where is it? Stat reference. So you can see all the respective stats for all the quests in Monster Hunter. So that way you have an idea on how to gauge your stats and, you know, to make sure that they're not super weak or super strong. Unless, of course, you want that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and hit save that. In wave 2, this Zamtrios, he is 250% bigger than he's supposed to be. So this is a big freaking Zamtrios. He is very fat. And I have his attack a little higher. I have his health a little higher because I know it's going to be hard to avoid. So that's why I did that. And that's basically all there is for the large monsters. Unstable monsters, I didn't mess around with this. So here's small monsters. I don't like Zamites, so I'm not gonna put them in here. And the supply box, this is the box at base camp. Right now it just has the default items in it. So there's maps, torches, first aid meds, rations, things like that. You can change that if you want. I'm just gonna leave that as it is. You can set up a refill as well. I don't have any refills set up right now. And the rewards tab. So this is basically everything that you have a chance to get at the end of the mission when you finish it. And I went ahead and I kind of used Kiriniko as a reference for some of these percents and the drop items. So there's a chance for some ancient shards here, some charms, Zenith Wyvern Gem Large. You know, I put in a Mega Dash juice just because Mega Dash juices are awesome. So that's pretty simple. You can export these lists of items and put them in other quests if you'd like as well. And then finally, the text tab right here. This is basically the information that you'll see in the quest book whenever you go to select a quest. So as you can see, the title, Marshmallow Effect, client, myself. Main goal, eliminate the marshmallow shark. And I put a little description in there, and I put the main monster as marshmallow shark just because I thought it would be funny. So that's basically how you make a quest. And now the next part is actually putting the quest on our game. So we're gonna go ahead and hit save. And as you can see, that shows up in our quest library right here. So now that we have a quest called the Marshmallow Effect, we have that showing up in our quest library here. So the next thing that we got to do is put it actually on our 3DS. Now this is actually really easy to do. It's not that complicated, and it's pretty much impossible to mess up. But basically what you want to do is on this screen right here in your quest library, you'll see Start Proxy up here. There's a port number and there's also an IP. There's 2 listed for me, but this one is my home IP. So that's what I'm going to be, that's what we're going to be using. So all we have to do is just hit Start Proxy, and then for every quest that you want to share, if you have more than one, you just click this little host button right there. Just make sure that's ticked, and then when we go into our And then when we go into our 3DS, we just go to Internet Settings, Connection Settings, and then go to Change Settings, press the right button, and then go to Proxy Settings, and then make sure that says yes, click Detailed Setup. And what I did is I just put in the IP that I saw on next to the proxy button, and then I put in the port number, I hit OK, I hit save, and I test the connection. So this will take a second, but this will come up and it will say, yeah, you're connected to the internet. And then from there, you just go into Monster Hunter onto the DLC menu, which I will do in 1 second. So the connection test was successful. Let's go back into Monster Hunter. Okay, so we're at the main menu. Let's go ahead and go to DLC, connect to the internet, but all we're really doing is connecting to the custom quest server that we have on our computer. So this checks the SD card for everything that we already downloaded. And here we go. As you can see, Custom Quest Editor version 2.1.4 by Dasting. Let's go to quests. And then if we go to event quests, the marshmallow effect. Now I already have this downloaded because I was testing it out, but as you can see, it's right there. All you have to do is just hit that button and then download it, and that'll download the quest. And from there, we have to go in game. So let's go into the game and into the Elder Hall. So after we download the quest that we made from the main menu, we can go over to the quest lady, and we can go down to event quests. Now, it's all the way on the last page, the marshmallow effect, as you can see. And here's what it looks like. Eliminate the marshmallow shark in the polar field. 3,300 reward, time 50. Basically, all the options that we selected. Main monsters, the marshmallow shark, of course. And this might sound crazy, but I'm pretty sure I was attacked by a giant marshmallow. So the spacing's a little off, but that's all right. It's I'm sure that could be fixed by adding some extra spaces in there. So let's go ahead and accept it and see what happens when we go on it. Look at him, he's so tiny. They are very loud for being super tiny. Okay, this is exactly what I've wanted. Like, I am such a sucker for tiny monsters. Oh man, I love this. I need to make like a series of just tiny monster quests, honestly. Oh, there it is. Holy balls, look at that thing. 250% bigger than it's supposed to be. I may need to make it a little tiny bit smaller. Oh my god. It's eating me! Ah! Eat that. Oh, he's dead! Finally, he is dead. That was the biggest Zamtrios I've ever fought in my life. Oh man, this custom quest editor, it's ridiculous. Okay, so let's go ahead and carve this guy, and then we'll see what we get for the rewards. Now, it should be everything out of my reward table. Now, I didn't put anything too crazy in it, so there's not really any chance of me getting a million Zenith Wyvern gems or, you know, stuff like that. So we got basically everything that I had on my got 2 charms. Resilience +2 and attack +6 with the slot. Steady hand +4, stamina recovery +2. So, not too bad. 1,500 points. Put me up to 271. Of course, it's also the longest Zamtrios that I've ever fought. So, gold crown for that. And the shortest at just a measly 379.9 centimeters, which is so tiny. So that's how to make a custom quest with the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Quest Editor. I probably won't be able to answer any questions you have, but just direct them over to the subreddit. There's a big old FAQ over there that has a lot of common issues and things like that. So feel free to leave a comment with any thoughts and ideas for cool custom quests. Also, don't forget to disable the proxy after you download the quests that you make, or you won't be able to connect and play online with others. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.